don't know me, my name is Rachel. I am Lisa's niece. I'm here on Wednesdays for cheer volleyball. I come late sometimes, so I just caught the tail end today. And I am a yoga teacher. I teach barre as well in Chicago, and we'll do kind of a mix of movement today. We'll start off breathing and we'll move our faces. And then we will do something else. And this is also off the top of my head, so if it doesn't flow exactly how a nice class might flow, I didn't know I was going to teach this today. So I'm happy to be here. I'm happy that you wanted me to teach a class. And let's start with stretching our eyes.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, this is easy. This is easy to do from a seat. So get comfortable. And you're going to keep your nose pointing straight forward. So your head isn't going to turn. But take your gaze all the way over to the right, like you were going to look at your right ear. If you are on a computer or on your phone a lot of the time, we tend not to move our eyes from general range. So we're stretching here. So with your gaze over towards the right, take it up and to the right. And maybe you sigh or yawn or swallow. Think about that as your nervous system putting something in the past. And take your gaze down and to the right.
You're saying right, we're looking this way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Me left.
No. I'm looking this way. This is my right. And then you'll bring your gaze back through center. Relax your face. Blow a raspberry. And then we'll do the other side. So your nose stays pointed straight and you just look to the left. Looking to the left. And look up and to the left. And down and to the left. And see if you can relax your jaw when you're doing this.
I appointment.
And then bring your gaze back through center and we'll make some big circles with your eyes. So you're looking up and around. See if you can do 3 circles in one direction before switching. And notice if there's a spot where your eyes jump from like top to side. See if you can go back over and find a smooth arc for your eyes to take. Soften your face, relax your mouth. And switch directions if you haven't already. All right. Okay, let's do a neck stretch. So we'll first start by turning now we're moving our whole faces. Your nose will go over towards the right. Turn your nose as far as feels comfortable. And once you find your depth, try nodding your chin towards your shoulder and then lifting it up to the sky. So we'll do this nod a few times, nice and slow. And take one more nod and then bring your head back through center. We'll take it to the other side. Nodding your chin towards your shoulder and then up to the sky. Bring your head back through center and let your right ear fall over towards your right shoulder. You might accentuate the stretch by reaching your left fingertips down and off to the side. So there's this long line of stretch through your shoulder and neck. You can relax your arm and dip your chin towards your right side collarbone and feel the stretch move into the back of your neck. And you might nod or move slightly as you breathe here. You'll let your head rock through center and bring it back upright. We'll take that to the other side, ear towards shoulder. Option for reaching fingertips, so stretch. Relax your arm and dip your chin towards that same side collarbone. Let your head rock through center. Maybe you take some half circles from side to side. Anything that feels good. You might circle your head completely in one direction and then another. Just take care to move slowly. Since these muscles are so small, it's easy to injure them. But by mobilizing here, there's more space for your neck to exist. All right, let's do something a little more engaged. We'll start with our arms. So grab for your weights. If you have heavier weights, you might drop them at a certain point. This is like a slow burn. So we'll start with our arms out in a T. Doesn't really matter how high or low, but aim for something where you feel some sensation, like it's not so easy. And then we'll just circle our hands backwards to start. Think about the size of a dessert plate, so pretty small. And you can start to circle forwards.
Okay, thank you so much.
We'll just go for 4, for 3, 2, and 1. Keeping your arms lifted, bend your elbows so you're making a goalpost shape with your arms. And then we'll slowly close our arms in front of our face and then open back up. So you're gonna close and open. Our name of the game here is shoulder fatigue. So we are trying to fatigue these muscles because that is the growing edge. You know it. Okay, we'll just go for 4 more. For 3 more. For 2, and then we'll pause with our arms open after the last one. We're gonna lift up to the sky. It's really small. Think about moving your elbows up an inch and then down an inch. Up and down an inch. So as tiny as possible. We have 4, 3, 2. We're gonna keep our arms at shoulder height or wherever you're at your highest. Close down like you were closing the lid of a box. And then open back up. My goodness. Oh my gosh. Close down. And open back up. Try exhaling like you were fogging up a mirror to release heat through your mouth. Let's go for 4. For 3. Wow. For 2. And we'll hold our arms in the closed lid position. This will be, we have 2 more movements here. Imagine that your wrist and your elbow were on a puppet string moving together and you'll lift both up. We're just going up an inch and down an inch. Up an inch and down an inch. Relax your jaw. Come back to breathing. Let's just do 4, 3, 2. Pause where you are. I know it's hard. We're gonna squeeze your shoulder blades together so your elbows are moving back now. Back. Broadening your chest. For 4. We're gonna be done in 3, in 2, and 1. Relax your arms down, release your weights, and give your arms a round of applause. Like you're clapping for all of the hard work that they do every day. Oh, that's always fun. That's always good. Okay, let's stand up. So you can set your weights off to the side. We're gonna stand up. You will come, let's go behind our chairs. And we'll step, starting with the right foot stepping. Right foot will step back into a comfortable lunge shape. So your front knee is bent over your ankle and your back heel might be raised or it might be set on the ground. Wherever you are, we'll bend down into your knee and then lengthen back up. The name of the game here is keeping your front knee bent the whole time because that's what we're working on fatiguing. So you're bending down and lifting back up. See if you can keep an energy of your inner thighs like a pair of scissors. So they're squeezing towards each other. Press down through your front foot. We're just going to bend and extend. We have 4, 3, 2, and 1. We'll stay low in your bent knee and find a tiny dip towards the ground. Dip and dip. Your hands that are on the chairs, are they holding a lot of your weight? Notice if they are, maybe you use your fingertips and they're just there for balance. Whoo, it tends more of the work into your legs. So we're finding our dips for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Hands will now have more of your weight here. We will straighten out your back knee and then rebend it. Straighten your back knee and rebend. Now that you have a moment knowing what the movement is, we can reevaluate how much weight your hands have. So see if you can utilize your legs a little bit more, bending and extending your back knee for 4 counts. For 3, for 2, and 1, we're gonna hold most of your weight in your front leg. Your back toes will be light and your hands are for balance. You will step your foot in and then tap it back. Keep it light because we're focusing on your front quad. So you're tapping in and back.
You're just having
I'm laughing because it hurts so much. But you know what? I am having fun. This is fun.
always do face yoga.
We'll do a little more at the end. For 4, for 3, we'll step both feet together in 2, and 1. Both feet together, bend both knees. So we're still holding our weight in our legs. Hands are light. Sit your hips back. Engage your inner thighs like they were squeezing in towards the midline. And lower your seat 2 inches. And then lift up 2 inches. Lower down. And lift up. For 4. For 3. Yeah, it hurts. I know. For 2. We'll stay low and find tiny dips in 1. So we're just finding a dip and a dip, dip and dip. Imagine sitting your hips back as you're doing this. Hips sit back and back and back and back. And we have 4 and 3. Your knees will stay bent in 2 and 1. Now what is that? Left foot steps back. We're finding the lunge shape again. We're still loading weight into your front quad. So take time to set up your shape so that it feels sustainable. And then we'll lower down and lift back up. So you're bending both of your knees and lifting back up. Remember your inner thighs like a pair of scissors. So this energy squeezing towards each other. That will help you to stabilize. So you bend and lift. Oh my gosh. Ooh, I was planning for this day to be a rest day. Oh, all right, for 4. For 3, we'll stay low in 2 and find our tiny dip. So you're just moving down an inch and lifting up an inch. Lower and lift. Super small so that you are in control the whole time. Lower and lift. Lower and lift. Let's go for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep the front knee bent. Hinge your chest forward, so you're creating a long angle for your spine. From here, we'll straighten your back leg and then rebend it. Straighten and rebend. And we're not really working the back leg. This is another way to keep weight in your front quad, the upper part of your front leg. So you bend and extend. Negotiate with the chair. Maybe you take a little weight out of your hands. Bend and extend. We have 4. We have 3. We're going to do the tap in and out in 2. And 1. You will keep your front knee bent. You'll tap your back foot in, then tap back. So you are hinged forward the whole time. So your chest is more or less over your front knee. Keep moving, tapping in and out. Your front knee stays bent so that it has to take your weight. It has to fatigue. It has to work. We have 4 counts. We have 3 counts. We have 2. Both knees stay bent. Find your chair. Both feet step together. Settle your hips back like you're going to sit down. We'll lower down an inch, then lift up an inch. So you're not straightening your legs. Woo! We're keeping the work in our legs. We are not putting it into our hands. We'll sit our hips a little bit lower and just hold. Maybe you reach your arms out in front of you. We have just 4, 3, sit an inch lower for 2, and 1. Stand up, give your legs a round of applause. Some appreciation for all the work they do for us. I hope you're feeling warm. I certainly am. Okay. What to do next? I'm trying to think of what we do in my barre class. Barre is kind of like Pilates, except you move to the beat of music, so it's pretty fast. And we do all this. And it's fun. It's fun. And it feels crazy hard. Okay. Let us, again, we're still behind our chair. Let's find a wider stance with your toes turned out. So the first thing we'll do here is bend into your knees and sway a little from side to side, just to warm up through our hips. Now, whatever your bent knee squat is, so in the center, we'll find our center. See if you can tuck your pelvis under your body so your spine is long. Imagine, rather than setting your hips back, you are gliding down a wall and you'll bend your knees and then lift back up. This time, again, we're keeping our knees bent the whole time. So your bent knee squat here, this is the highest you want to go. We'll glide down 2 inches, then lift back up. Can you press down through the inner arch of your foot and encourage your knees apart from each other? Woo! Let's go for 4. For 3, we'll stay low in 2. And 1, we'll find tiny dips. So you're just little bend, like you were moving up and down an inch. Little bend, little bend. This one will fatigue you fast. Soften your face. Use your breath like an open mouth exhale to let go of this heat you're building. We'll go for 4. For 3, we'll stay with our knees bent in 2 and 1. So you're holding at your lower depth. Try to lift up your, let's go, right hip, like you were going to close the gap between your hip and your rib cage. So you're closing the gap, then set it back down. And you do the other side, close the gap and set it back down. So you're kind of wagging your hips from side to side, but we're more thinking about engaging your abdominals to shorten the space.
You keep your feet flat.
You keep your feet flat. Yeah, your feet should be flat on the ground as you lift one side of your hips and set it back down. Lift the other side, set it back down. How do you do it? Hey.
Without working your foot.
Let's see what you're doing.
I don't know.
Maybe you try to widen your feet just a little bit more. And then think about picking up your right hip and then setting it back down. Yes, left hip goes up, set it back down. Let's go for 4 more. For 3 more. For 2. And 1. Stand back up. Give your legs some appreciation. How are we feeling? Feeling good? Let's do a quick stretch. So with your hands on the chair, you'll walk your hips back and allow your chest to come down towards the ground any amount. You might be more upright. You might be a little more hinged. Only you know how far you should step your feet back and what is safe for your body. Now time. Oh, okay. We'll rise back up. We'll step our right foot forward. We're not exercising this time, and your left foot back. Think about straightening your right leg. Maybe you come up onto your right heel, and then you press your hips back and hinge your chest forward to feel a stretch along the back of your leg. Back of your front leg. And then you can step your feet together and we'll switch our sides. Right foot steps back. Hinge your chest forward. Maybe you stay here, or option to turn your toes up to the sky to change the sensation on the back of your leg. We'll come upright. Find some sweeping arms. So negotiate a little room with your neighbor. We're using momentum here to open our chests. So when you sweep your arms back, maybe you encourage your chest forward or up towards the sky. And when you're all done, you can let your arms go to the side and give yourself a little wiggle. Maybe take a little hop or a shake or kick out your legs. It's always good for adults to jump up and down. Kids do it.
Okay.
Why not?
Your
Okay, let's come back to our chairs.
Yes. Not for your heart. Not for your heart. Yes.
Come back to our chairs.
It's when you do. Yeah, okay. All right. What's the problem?
Give me a moment to think. I'm like, what else is hard for people to do?
Why don't you understand about her?
Here, we'll do something a little stretchier. We'll get into the stretchy step. Okay, we will widen our legs. So you're in kind of that same position that we were just doing standing. You'll bring your hands to your knees. Then you'll dip one of your shoulders into center. You'll breathe in to come upright and exhale, switching your sides. You can do this at any pace. And you're also welcome to stay to one side and breathe a few rounds of breath there.
I'm sorry, I just have it.
So we're twisting our spine, we're stretching our shoulders.
You gave it to me to return and it's been returned.
Gosh.
Okay. Did you want to return it?
Oh, finish out, even out your sides. We'll come back through center. Let's.
Confusing me.
Maybe we should use these bands. Maybe we should use these bands. Let's see. All right, so with your palms facing up, you will hook your thumbs into the bands. Yes.
It's not Mark's old one, huh?
We will pretend like you are serving a tray, press your arms forward, and then resist the band snapping back. So you're in control the whole time. You press open and forward.
Okay.
And then resist the band. Soften your jaw. We want our arms to be working, not our faces. Press out and pull back in. Let's do 4 more. 3 more.
Just do it.
Last 2. If you haven't caught on, we're gonna hold it at our 1. So you're pressed out to about your furthest distance, and then we'll push a little bit further. So you're just doing a tiny press out. Press out and out. So your elbows are still bent, and you're pressing your elbows away from your torso.
I'll let you know as soon as I hear something.
Shouldn't have worn jeans today. Let's go for 4. For 3.
I'll call our lady.
For 2.
All right.
And 1. Allow your band to come back in. We'll angle our arms outward now. Yeah. So make sure the band isn't snapping off your chair. So we're doing that same press out, but now at an angle. And then pulling back in. Pressing out at an angle. Back in towards your torso. It's very easy to let the band snap back in, but we're exercising restraint.
And you sure it's the one that you got from us?
This slower pace. It hurts so good, but it also gives you the opportunity to make sure that you're not doing anything unsafe. Sometimes when we go faster, the integrity of what we're doing gets compromised to keep up with the pace. So slow and steady wins us here. Let's go for 4 more. For 3 more.
Okay.
2. And 1. Hold it out. And tiny presses out to the sides. Out to the sides.
What the story is.
If it hurts, do not do it. If it's muscle fatigue, then that's your brain's reserves that you can pull on. But if something feels painful, you know when to stop. Listen to your body here. We have 4 more.
See if you can forward it.
3 more. 2. And 1. Relax your arms. Give your shoulders, your biceps some appreciation. Oh my goodness. Jeez. I'm feeling this really. I'm working hard. Okay. I think we should work soft. Okay, let's stretch, and this will be how we wind down our class. So you might extend your, what is this, right foot out in front of you. And then bring your left foot on top of your right knee. You could also do this from a bent knee. But you might explore having your legs straight. You might bring your hand to your knee and encourage it towards the ground. And again, you can do this from a bent knee position. Just might feel easier to get your knee onto, or your ankle onto your knee with your legs straight. So take a breath in, feel your hips on the chair. And as you exhale, we'll fold over our legs. Hold any amount that feels good. There should be a stretch on the back of your bent knees, thigh. Take 1 more breath in and out. You'll sit up and we'll twist towards the window. So you can bring your hand to your knee. Other hand might rest on your arm of your chair. On your breath in, think about lengthening your spine tall to the ceiling. And on your exhale, softening, and maybe more of the twist enters your spine. You might take your gaze over your shoulder if that feels comfortable for your neck, but we'll take about 3 more breaths here. On your next inhale, you'll unwind and take a counter twist to the other side. Just briefly, maybe a breath here. Before unwinding, you'll let your leg go. Lift your heels up off the ground and tap them. It's not your favorite time. There's nobody under us to bother. All right, so we'll go into our figure 4 shape. You can either straighten your leg and bring your ankle up, or you can keep your knee bent and find that same shape. Whatever works for your body.
Which is harder.
Which is harder? Yeah, it really depends on your anatomy and it depends on you. It doesn't need to be hard here. We're looking for soft, for ease. Although there may be some sensation that feels not exactly the easiest thing in the world. But we'll fold here, so allow your chest to come down any amount towards your legs. You might stay more upright. You could bring the fold into your neck by dipping your chin towards your chest. Relax your forehead and your jaw. Soften your shoulders away from your ears. Take a few more breaths here. On your next inhale, you'll come upright and we'll twist towards the wall. Either hand to knee, or you could bring your hand to your chair arm. Your breath in lengthens your crown of your head towards the ceiling. Your exhale softens you into the twist. One more full round of breath where you are. Your inhale, you'll unwind and counter twist towards the window. And come back through center to unwind your legs, back your feet. We'll take one more fold. You can either do it over your knees as they are, or you can find wide leg variation. You might even bring your hands to the ground, but you would want to come a little bit closer to the edge of your seat, so it feels like your pelvis naturally wants to spill down onto the ground. So you can have your elbows on your knees, or you might bring your hands down to your feet and let your chin dip towards your chest. Find your breath. Holding is very good for our nervous systems. It's almost like a reset into a safe position. We'll take just a few more breaths here. You'll come up when you are ready. To counter our fold, you bring your hands to, actually, wherever they rest, maybe on the bed of your chair. Press your chest up to the sky and take a breath or two in the opposite position that your spine was just in. We were just folding, so now we find a gentle back. Bring yourself upright. And we'll do a little face yoga and a little breath work, and then we will be all done. So find a comfortable seat on your chair. Make a face like you were gonna reach out and smooch somebody. And you can also hum, it's fun. And then we'll take this smoochy face and try and make a circle with it. You're going, you're stretching your lips all over town. It does. Switch the directions of your circles if you haven't already. And it's okay to look silly. It's fun. It feels good in our faces. And then we'll go from our smoochy face, reaching our lips far away, to a big grin. So you will open your mouth as wide as it goes and try to smile. Big stretch, and then we'll go back to our smoochie face, reaching your lips away from your face. And then we'll find our grin again. Try this a few more times on your own, going at your own pace, and maybe you spend a few moments. And when you're done, blow raspberry. The next thing we'll do is imagine you had to paint the inside of your mouth with your tongue. So you're taking your tongue all around the inside of your mouth, trying to reach all the nooks and crannies. Your tongue is connected to your feet, so it's a long system that works all the way through your body. It does tickle.
Right. So it's easier. Much easier.
Maybe they are. And when you're done, the last thing we'll do before we take a moment to breathe is an ear massage.
Oh,
I don't know if you ever do this, but grab for your lobes and pull down towards your shoulders a few times. You might open and close your mouth as you do this. Our ears connected to our jaws. And it's a long system, connects all the way down to your hips. And then we'll move up towards the middles of your ears. Try pulling out towards the sides of the room. And finally, we'll bring it up to the top of your ear. You'll pull up and then curve over like a wave. Try that a few times. Grabbing and curving. And when you're done, wiggle your ears. No, I'm just kidding.
Something like that.
Can anybody here wiggle their ears?
No. You can?
Uh-huh.
That's talented. See,
Okay.
she's doing it. I can see it.
Yeah, you can see it.
Oh, that's fun.
That's my special talent. That and I'm really good with directions.
The important
All
things in
right.
life.
We'll try a few rounds of breath. Let's do, we'll do what's called a box breath. So we will inhale for 4 counts through your nose, hold it for 4 counts, exhale for 4 counts, and hold it for 4, and we'll do this all 4 times. I'll count you through the first 2, and then you'll finish out on your own. And when you're done, you'll take a big breath in and a big breath out, and then we'll clap for ourselves.
I did that. Whoops. When I can't hide on there. It helps me come back.
Yeah, it does. It's very good for bringing your body out of a heightened state, is focusing on your breath. As you know, it happens on our own, but it is something you can control. So we'll start by just taking a big inhale and an open mouth exhale. Feel your lips, and we'll inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Finish out your final 2 rounds. Option to close your eyes, so just paying attention to your breath.
Back table where your husband is.
Hope you're not meditating. Done, take a slow breath in. And open mouth exhale. Bring your hands together in front of your heart. Open them up and give them a round of applause. My name is Rachel. I'm usually here on Wednesdays. The first 2 weeks of March, I'm subbing Eileen's Tuesday and Wednesday classes and her open. So come back for more. We'll use the stick maybe. We'll have some fun. It was a pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you all. Thank you folks online.